Welcome again to Let's Talk Advanced Chemistry, Chemistry 2 with Pastor Dan. We're going to look at electrolysis, and specifically, you see up there it says electroplating. We're going to figure out how much material we can electroplate in a given amount of time, or how long it takes to plate out a specific amount. Now, reminder again, quick definition. Electrolysis, again, is defined as a process of using electricity to produce oxidation reduction reactions. So instead of using oxidation to generate electricity, we're going to reverse the reaction. We're going to pump electricity into the system that's going to cause oxidation reduction. And when we do that, my cathode and anode switch. So my cathode becomes negative, my anode becomes positive. And the reason we do that is because of the reduction is with a cathode, oxidation with an anode, and that's always the case that it'll be. And we're going to specifically look at electrolysis. Now, or rather electroplating. Now, again, here's the diagram of electroplating. The cathode, yes, the cathode's right here. Whatever we're going to plate out, we can put on the cathode, the negative end. And the anode is over here. This is what we're using to plate out. So in this example, I have the diagram right there. I have that we're plating copper on it. We can also do a process where we're going to be plating out aluminum. That's what we're going to look at today for the first problem. In order to do that, we're going to have to come up with a unit called coulombs. Coulombs is a unit of electrical energy. The way we find it is we take the number of amperes, the current, times the amount of time in seconds. A coulomb, an amp second is a coulomb. Now remember, we said before that 1 mole of electrons generates 96,500 coulombs, Faraday's constant. All right, and then lastly, we're going to convert to mass. So let's take a look at a problem. Determine the mass of aluminum plating out if a 10.0 amp current runs for 1.00 hours. We're going to run it for exactly 1 hour at a current of 10, and let's see how much aluminum plates out. So start with our equation here. Coulombs is equal to amp times seconds. And we know that we have 10.0 amps, and we have 1.00 hours, but that's not seconds. Remember, 60 minutes is in an hour, and 60 seconds are in a minute. So 60 times 60, that gives us 3,600 seconds, but sig figs aren't right. We need 3, so bar goes on top of that for a 0 to make that 0 significant. So plug those in, 10.0 amps times 3,600 seconds, and we get 36,000, again, bar on top, coulombs, or 3,600 Cs. All right, put that value over 1, because we're going to do a conversion here. Remember, we said that 1 mole of electrons is 96,500 coulombs, Faraday's constant. All right, aluminum. Aluminum has 3 moles of electron in its ionization rather. So 1 mole of aluminum is going to give us 3 moles of electrons. Now, from the atomic mass in the periodic chart, we know that 1 mole of aluminum is 27 grams. So take your handy dandy Joe Dandy calculators, 36,000 times 27 equal, divide by 96,500 equal, divide by 3. We get 3 sig figs, 3.36 grams of aluminum. That's our answer. All right, now we're going to take and run this backwards. So the entire process backwards. I want you to try this on your own. Try this first by yourself. Pause the video so you can figure out how to work this through. Any questions, ltswpd@gmail.com. Remember, like, subscribe, share, let people know about it so that way I can help more people. All right, here we go. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our 50.0 grams of magnesium and we'll convert that to moles. We said from the equation that 1 mole of magnesium is going to give us 2 moles of electrons. So 2 mole electrons go on top. And for every 1 mole, Faraday constant, 96,500 coulombs. So we get 3 sig figs, 402,000 coulombs. Now, we said a coulomb is an amp times a second. So we have 18.55 amps times seconds. So divide by 18.55 takes 402,000. Divide by 18.55. We have 3 sig figs. We got 21,700 seconds. Now, seconds is a really, really big number. It's hard to get our brains around. So let's put that over 1. We're going to convert it here. We said that 3,600 seconds is 1 hour. So take 21,700, divide by 3,600, 3 sig figs. We get 6.03 hours. That's the answer. All right, that's it. That's all we can do here. Not too bad. Take care. God bless. Bye.